Alcohol use is strongly associated with social events such as dinners, parties, or post-dinner gatherings. While it might facilitate spending quality time with others, it can reduce your sleep quality by almost 40%. But how is that? After all, you might actually fall asleep easier than usual when you have one or two drinks in the evening. That is true, and it's thanks to alcohol's sedative properties. But it doesn't translate to increasing sleep quality or quantity, which is actually what we're looking for. Sleep is one of the cornerstone for your health and longevity, and focusing on improving it and protecting it should always be one of your very top priorities, which is why sleep is one of the 4 pillars of our longevity coaching program. So let's take a closer look at how alcohol affects your sleep. When you drink alcohol, it is absorbed into your bloodstream from your stomach and small intestine. Your liver eventually metabolizes the alcohol, but this is a slow process, so excess alcohol will remain in your system for quite some time. To understand how alcohol affects sleep, it is helpful to know about the different sleep stages. A sleep cycle lasts usually between 80 and 100 minutes, consisting of 4 stages that cycle throughout the night. Non-REM 1 is the lightest, during which your muscles relax and your heart rate and breathing slow down. Non-REM 2 is the stage during which most brain activity decreases. Non-REM 3, known as deep sleep, is the deepest stage, during which your body repairs itself. Last but not least, we have the REM stage, which is important for mood, memories, and learning. One of the biggest problems with drinking alcohol in the evening is that it can interfere with your body's ability to transition between different sleep stages. Specifically, it can increase the suppression of REM sleep during the first 2 sleep cycles. So even if you fall asleep faster, alcohol can lead to poor sleep quality. That is also because alcohol is known to suppress melatonin production, and an interesting study, which you will find in the description, shows a suppression of 15% around 2 hours after drinking and 19% around 3 hours after drinking. And given how important melatonin is to fall asleep and stay asleep, you can see why alcohol and sleep don't really go hand in hand. On top of that, alcohol can influence the functioning of certain muscles surrounding the airways, potentially affecting your breathing during sleep and worsening sleep problems, such as snoring and sleep apnea. In addition, alcohol can cause dehydration, which can further disrupt sleep. If you have a sleep tracker, you will clearly see how alcohol strongly affects your sleep. For example, you will notice that your resting heart rate is elevated and that your HRV is much lower than your baseline, as alcohol suppresses parasympathetic nerve activity and leads to increased sympathetic nerve activity. In simple terms, it puts your body more into a fight or flight and less in rest and digest. Moreover, if you drink alcohol regularly, the effects on sleep will be more severe, and this can lead to several problems, including daytime fatigue, difficulty concentrating, and mood swings. It can also increase your risk of chronic health conditions like heart disease, stroke, and diabetes. So while occasional alcohol consumption in the evening is deeply ingrained in many cultures, a deeper understanding of its relationship to sleep can help you make a more informed decision. That doesn't mean you should give up alcohol altogether, but if you want to reduce its negative effects on sleep, you should not have any alcohol at least 4 hours prior bedtime. Of course, it's important to note that alcohol influences your health way beyond sleep. That's why I personally decided to give it up completely more than 3 years ago, and that just works for me. At that time, I indulged in 1 or 2 occasional drinks per week, such as beer or a glass of wine. But as I was already living the healthiest life possible, I found myself on several occasions not finishing the drink that I had ordered, something that never happened in the past. So I trusted my body's signaling and naturally stopped alcohol. Often, our body already knows what's best for us, and all we have to do is listen. If you found this video helpful and want more, then check out the full video link in the description. While if you're looking for clear guidance for your health and longevity journey, you might be interested in our new longevity coaching program. It's a 3-month, one-on-one coaching program where you get a comprehensive plan for your health and longevity. You can learn more about it and request more info by visiting the link in the description. Thanks a lot for watching, subscribe to our channel, and see you in the next one.